Hey everybody, welcome to a Monday night session of Dan Plays Guns from the Elder Times. Me being Dan, of course. And going to see some more play of AD&D Pool of Radiance here from 1988, right? I'm hazy. What a week it's been. I'm a little hazy on what game I'm playing. Hey, Lord Pseudo, sorry. Boo! I should have done that last week. And I'm getting on a little, just a couple minutes late tonight, so apologies for that. All right, so let me boot up Pool of Radiance here. Again, if you're new to the stream, this is the opposite of a speed run. This is a distinctly slow run, as I have never played any parts of these games before. So everything you're seeing here, I am seeing for the very first time, 35 years after it was released. I don't know why that seems so funny to me. I guess I'm a little punchy tonight. So enjoy that. Enjoy the show tonight, everybody. Loading the game and your official advanced D&D project, a fantasy role-playing epic, a Forgotten Realms fantasy role-playing epic by Ward, Cook, Winter, and Broat. And what an epic, odyssey it's been already. So got my old school code wheel here to get through the very sophisticated DRM, except they didn't call it that at the time. Copy protection. So, got an elven rune that looks like a squirrely thing. I guess that's it. And then the dwarven rune, that's easy to find. He said. There it is. Okay, so, read the dashed line and I get harash, which doesn't make any sense. Really? Is that a thing? Man, is my code wheel misaligned? Weird, I'm getting harash. Huh. Anyway, I think the application is generous, so I think this may be kabuki here. It doesn't seem like that's a real word. Anyway, okay, I'm in. Well, you're right, Disbarrel, of course. Some parts I am seeing a couple times. Yeah, Lord Sudo, yeah, that idea came up. I think Paul came up with that. So, like a week or two ago, and I thought that was a good idea. So I think the plan is whenever I finish this playthrough, I think it would be a good idea to have an episode where we chat about the different formats that Pool of Radiance came in. Again, I will have to check up on those other formats because I haven't seen those others. So anytime I finish this run through, so somewhere around 2026, you can look forward to that. So let me, the rumors are basically true. The rumors are true by popular demand. So let me load my A-team here. And you may recall the last 2 weeks of this wonderful piece of online streaming entertainment. I'm currently lost in the teleporting maze of the Great Pyramid. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for that, Disbarrel. So I'm currently lost in the Great Pyramid teleporting maze, and I've been in, and then I did manage to like break out at one point, went back in to finish the job, and then promptly got lost again. So that's where we currently are. And as promised last time, I did sit down with an actual piece of graph paper, and I have at least explored the level that I'm currently standing on. And we know that I've depleted the wandering monsters, so it was safe for me to do that, and I could just kind of wander around and actually map it out. So, hey, Julian. Hey, thanks for tuning in tonight. Okay, so here's what I got. That's visible online. So here's what I got for the current level that I'm on with ye olde graph paper. And that seemed to be pretty successful there. So the current level is actually not as big as I thought it was. So me wandering around in circles, I had the impression this was going to take up a whole piece of graph paper, and this particular level is actually not as big as I thought. So that's beneficial, I guess. And I guess I will say that if you are gonna do this yourself, hypothetically, the graph paper is working a lot better. Previously, I was trying to do the cheaty little lines and dots method that avoids graph paper, and I think what I'm realizing is that, like, if you had, I don't know, if you had like a natural real world cave system or something, this would probably work better. But they are using old school D&D mapping techniques where they are using every single space, and it clearly is actually laid out on graph paper, of course, which is easier to do when you're computer programming too. So all that makes sense. And they are using the style where you just have thin lines between the spaces. You actually can move to every single space on the map. Thank you, Lord Zudo. Like I look at this and I'm like, this seems a little sketchy to me. But I saw a video recently on YouTube of somebody analyzing those two different flavors of mapping, and they used the term for Japanese paper wall separators for this kind of setup. Now it escapes me what that's for. What is that called? Probably one of you guys know and I don't. I feel like it starts with a CH sound or something. Shoji? Is that it? Shoji? That sounds about right. Yeah, okay. So anyway, the guy that was analyzing this kind of thing calls this shoji style. But I kind of like having a term for that, actually. So granted that every single space abuts another space, I'm finding that actually laying this out on graph paper is actually very useful and makes it a lot easier. This actually was easier to map out than what I was trying to do. So you're going to see me continue doing that here. So hopefully that's good for everybody. As I try to manipulate all the different things on my desktop. So let me see. So at least I know what's on this level. Now, a couple of things that I noticed about this level which are interesting is you're using almost every single space here, but there's one block right here. There's one block right here that I can't get into. So I don't know if that indicates some kind of secret space or that's just a little glitch on the map. Let me go over there and just poke around there in case any of you guys have any bright ideas about that. So I'm currently in the northwest corner with my party, and the easiest way over there is I can go east through here. Gotta go south here. Right, there's a secret door right there. Now this secret door doesn't really do anything for you because you can just walk around this wall directly, so I'm not entirely sure why that's there. Okay, so this block that I'm facing right here is the one single square on this level that you can't get into for some reason. Ooh, well now I wish it was an elevator. That would be nifty. That'd be super nifty. Yeah, interesting. Really, Wyvern for the should have been the code word for what I just started with. Was I looking at the wrong? Let me redo that. I'm curious. It was this? You know what? You're right. You know what? You're right, Despair. I get the same thing here. I must have been... I was looking at the wrong Dwarven rune. Weird. What the heck did I think I was lining up? Okay, totally agree. Yep, if I have this lined up properly, you're right. I get Wyvern as well. So, so this square right here. So let me... I walked around it. I tried to mash my head into it. I searched next to it. Get in there. Can't get in there. So I've searched all the way around this. So maybe that's just like, maybe that's just a glitch or they just didn't use it. It seems weird. It's the only place on this map like that. I don't know if you guys have any bright ideas about that. That's all I got. So I'm currently facing west. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that that was not anything useful. So I'm going back down to where the hole that we made was. So if I do want to get out, here's where there's a hole in the wall that leads outside. And that's where we had the priest last time that pointed out what he was doing, and I finished digging the hole for him. So I'm actually not going to go out there, but at least I know how to get here if I need there. Yeah, there's definitely, right, of course, Despero, there's other secret doors around here. Unfortunately, it seems like every time I just walk by one, it automatically tells me there's a secret door next to me, is what it seems like. Either that or I've just stumbled into all of them. And probably what you may be thinking is that I'm really close, so this outside hole is really, really close to a secret door that's right here. And this secret door here is actually what gets you out of this level. Apparently there's no other way out of this level than the secret door that's right here. Now, one interesting thing, so the other interesting thing about this level is, obviously it's generally rectangular, except for I'm about to walk up towards the, I guess this is the northeast corner, and there's a little cutout just in the northeast corner. Isn't that weird? So I actually walked this around this a couple times and thought that I'd mismapped it maybe, but no, there's actually a cutout right there that apparently is not part of this map, which I thought was interesting. But I can't get to it. There's no secret door here, and as you can see, maybe you can't see, at the end of the corridor I'm about to enter, there's a teleporter, which is the way out of this level. Yeah, I expected there's obviously more dead areas in the other zones, so I wasn't too surprised about that, but I was walking around for a while, and the fact that almost every single place is used up, those patterns put me on alert, and I was thinking that maybe that was trying to tell me that was a secret area, but, doesn't have to be. Okay, so through the secret door. Have to enter, of course. Through the secret door, and then you get this corridor up the side. And I think it was really useful to have this like stucco effect on the extreme exterior of the temple. That was kind of a saving grace for me previously, to know when I was on the extreme edge of where to like line up my map. So going up towards the end of this tunnel here. Again, there really ought to be one extra space past the end of that corridor there. Yes. Thank you for cluing me into that, Disbarrel. So I'm going to take one more step forward, I think, and it's going to throw me at this teleporter, which is the only way out of here. As you move through the room, there is a flash, and you suddenly find yourselves elsewhere. Okay. And it's not actually showing me the elsewhere until I make another move, as I learned. So now I'm at the elsewhere. Okay, so you can see here, so I started mapping out this new place, and what I learned was that this part is not depleted of wandering monsters. So I immediately started to run into a whole bunch of wandering monsters, and that's where I stopped and figured that I should probably live stream that when I do this. So I only have a little bit, and I haven't found any way out of this particular level. So let me go over here, and we're going to see how well I can actually map this while I also stream. I'll say I don't mind this mapping challenge. For me, my personality and me just playing alone and not having any time constraints, I actually don't mind the mapping challenge. I actually kind of found that kind of mentally peaceful, as a matter of fact, compared to like all the other work that I have to do some days. So obviously this is going to vary by some people, but I personally, I actually kind of personally dug carefully exploring the map. And I don't know if that's passé these days, but there it is. Okay, so here's the northern end of this level, and there's a dead end here, and I kind of feel like I want to search that, is what I wanted, just to see if there's anything hidden there. And then last time, oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so here comes Wandering Monsters. So you see a band of human figures. Maybe they will help me. They smile at you, which I think is the indication that they're not going to help me. So some kind of smirking bastards. Yeah. this all makes sense. Okay, so humans, I feel okay about that. I'm going to try to talk to them, which hasn't worked at all. And it doesn't work here. Okay, 7th level fighters, so they're not kidding around. Oof! Damn it! 11 points of damage right off the bat. Jeez Louise. Okay. So sleep is dependent on the hit dice, the level of the PC type. So sleep's not going to help me against 7th level fighters, as opposed to like charm person that will affect at potentially any level. Just kind of thinking to myself there. So you know, stinking cloud has been helpful. So I could drop a stinking cloud on these guys here. Potential. Ooh, 50 hit points. Yowza. Okay, so I don't want to just have to get into a beat fest with these guys. So I do want to throw some kind of magic down. Maelwyn. Okay, she's got. Okay, she does have charm person and stinking cloud. But stinking cloud only goes 3 spaces for the range, so I'd have to be. I mean, I suppose I could friendly fire and get Cadell in the stinking cloud. I could throw it here. 1, 2, 3. So I'd have to be standing here. Or I guess I could be standing here. 1, 2, 3, and throw it here. I can do that, can't I? Yeah, right? 50 hit points. I think it's close. I mean, this is not the first time I fought 7th level fighters. Last time we were fighting 7th level dwarves. So I think it was comparable. I think they might have had 50 hit points. And again, I dropped a stinking cloud on them to not mess around. But that was a testy. I mean, it was a fast but perilous fight with the 7th level dwarves last time. So what is my movement is 6. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will work. Yeah, okay, right there. Great. And this does let you move and cast, so I'm doing the thing. Right there. So hopefully that starts choking one of them, I hope. That's good. Oh, that's good. Great. Okay, that's what you want. Super. And then I can go again? That's weird. You know what? Okay, so Maelwyn's just gonna. How about this? How about Maelwyn just take the whole fight other herself? If that's how you want to go, I guess she must have got surprise or something like that. So let's try this and see if she can charm this guy. No. Okay. Anyway, good try. Good try. Good try. Golf clap for Maelwyn, and. So Rollins got to get in the fight here. So, hoping this is a backstab. That was weak. Yeah, that seems right to me, Disbarrel. All right, I don't want to use any of this stuff. I might have to beat this guy down if I can't charm him. I think Nirjarini's got a charm person. She's got a couple, right? I was kind of expecting this, that I wasn't going to run into mobs of 1-hit die humanoids anymore. So, try this. I mean, obviously he's going to have a pretty good saving throw. Oh, there we go. That's, okay, now you're talking. Thank you. And that's the fight. So I guess the fight's going to be over now. Now you might want to advise me, like, how does this work for experience? Should I attack that guy before the fight's over, or should I just let the fight stop? I know he's not going to be on my side post fight. So my instinct here is just to stop, let him walk off, I guess. I don't know if he'd take stuff. I kind of don't think I want to. I actually don't want to have to get in a fight with this 50 hit point dude. I think I'm just gonna let if the only thing is just the experience from that one guy, I'm gonna let this finish, and I assume that. I mean, are you saying that I might have to fight him again as a wandering monster later? Eh? I bet that doesn't happen. That seems like that's not going to happen. Seems like the wandering monsters come in a particular, like it's always three 7th level fighters. So you don't get experience or loot. Yeah, so that's what I would. That's my instinct. So everything you're saying there is what I would have done on my own. So I'm just going to let this finish. Okay. Okay, so I've got a little bit of experience. That's fine. And I mean, these wanderers, they are not giving me interesting stuff. No wonder he hit for so much damage, actually, if they're fighting with two-handed swords. There's no way these are magic, so I'm just going to leave them. I don't want to be burdened with that. I'm going to share some money. Actually, what kind of money is there? 6 gold pieces. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's to a rounding error. That is no loot. Got it. Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah. Okay. Right. So So you can tell what's magic based on the experience point number you're being awarded with. Got to remember that. Okay. So there. Okay. So back to mapping. Now Cadell is. Where's my mouse? My mouse is asleep. As usual, Cadell has taken a beating. He's down by 11. So let's fix that. Now, unfortunately, having teleported away from that prior level, now I don't have access to the hole out anymore. Did that just do 1 point? God damn it. God damn it. Okay, all right, 23. That's more legitimate. Okay, so that's less than half of a Cure Light Wound's expected value. All right, let's encamp and let's save this as my B game, just in case something horrible happens. Okay, so I'm here, turning back east, stepping through here. I've got a dead end to my left. Step through. Okay, so here's the first place that you're seeing me actually map live. So I'm facing east here. So I apologize if I'm going to be quiet a little bit. This is Dan in mapping mode. So got it. So there ought to be a dead end to my left here. Yeah. Oh, so it seems like I tend to run into wandering monsters in the dead ends. That might just be a total coincidence, and I'm not saying it's 100% either. But there seems to be a tendency to throw monsters at me in the dead ends. Oh, wait, that's not wandering monster. As you move through the room, there's a flash, and you suddenly find yourselves elsewhere. Well, okay, that's different. Herpaderp. Okay, so there's a teleporter here, which I'll mark as teleporter 2 on the current mapping. Okay. So I'm facing north. I have my left hand on the exterior wall. What is on the other side of me? Oh, dead end. Okay. But that's not the southern... That's not the southern end of the pyramid. All right, how many steps here? 1, 2. The secret door is on my right. Okay, I'm going to leave that, come back later. Of course, here I am in a little zigzaggy thing, which always takes like extra time when you're mapping, but so be it. I feel like, have I been here before? Is that one of the places that I've been before? I'm about to have a really long eastern corridor. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I've been here before, but I'm just gonna map this out formally rather than my little chicken scratch stuff. Okay, so 1 step, 2 steps, actually 3 steps, 4. Yeah, this is totally this corridor. One, 2. East, north, east, north. These little zigzaggy things. I find that like sometimes I have to put these in my maps that I design to like get around things when it's rectilinear, and I kind of feel bad about it, but it is what it is. Okay, so here's the northern edge of the pyramid, and of course I've positioned this wrong, so I'm about to run into other things. One, 2. And that's the northeast edge of the pyramid. And if I recall correctly, there's a teleporter down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, okay, so zap. Now that sends me, so I think this sends me to the big room where there was lizard men in a vat. I think I fought mutant lizard men here previously. Yeah, okay. So I'm looking at my little post-it note that matches what I just did there. There we go. So I think that sends me to the south. I'm looking at the south wall. Right. So this is this initial lizardmen thing. You know, I need to be smart about how I connect this up on my map. Well, this is going to be not quite so precise at this point. Yeah, right. The non-hostile lizardmen. Yeah, right. So a whole bunch of diagonals in Blackmore, like you're remembering, and also we were looking again at Greg Svensson's Taunusborg, which supposedly used like some random charts from Dave Arneson when he designed that. And apparently those random charts are lost, according to everybody, but it produces a whole bunch of diagonal stuff. So again, when you're like mapping on graph paper or like a piece of computer software, it's certainly easier to keep everything rectilinear and you wind up with these zigzaggy things. But if you can do it by hand, the diagonals are, you know, makes sense. And also drive your players crazy. So several advantages. Oh dear. Right, so that's the, so it's going to be approximately around here. Let me go down to the south wall here. Whoops. Okay, so approximately here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 30 feet wide, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so basically 30 by 30 foot room. I know there's a secret door I think on the northeast corner, I guess. So right in front of me. To my left. Okay, so I step out here into the hallway that goes forward and to the right. Let me just kind of measure my steps here. I'm facing east, so I go just one step, and then this corridor goes like that. So I feel like I came in this way at some point. 1, 2, 3. I think that's a receiver for a teleporter. But I don't need that right now. Got a engineering eraser here that I'm using when I need to fix stuff. Okay, so pretty long corridor here. There's going to be another secret door on my right in a couple of minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, right. I agree. Let me just go through. Let me actually finish counting this long corridor. And then there's another 1. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this a teleporter here? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I guess it's one of these teleporters that give you the option of these throwing rock stuff. I believe. So I'm going to go back just to get my mapping proper. Oh, it's already, right, it already turned me around. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps to the secret door. So below me, there's going to be another 30 by 30 foot room, I think. That's what it appears to be. What's an alchemist lab or something like that? I've got TR on my map, and now I don't know what that means. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 1, 2, 3. I think I did. I think I have been throwing rocks recently. I think they've been giving me like better results. So I think I've been throwing rocks every single time. Okay, but I want to finish this map here. Places that I've been. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the vat room. So I go up. I'm going to go by a secret door. 1 right there. I'm going to go north. 1, 2, 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I'm going to go east pretty far here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And go south. Interesting. So it's going to zigzag and put me in this big room. Oh no, wait, what? Right, secret door here? To the left. Got it. That makes sense. Right, I got it to the left, not that way. No, I am facing east. No, sorry. So, how deep is this? I got 1 space, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, it seems to me like this level has a whole lot of dead space, so I'm not surprised by that here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so these rooms tend to be 30 by 30. 1, 2, 3. Okay, got it. And we've... Yeah, that makes sense. And we've copiously scouted this out, so not too surprising about that. Whoops. All right, it's so much easier once I get the graph paper. So I'm going to go through this secret door here, and there's going to be a room that leads me back to that big northern hallway. Okay, so I'm facing west. I guess this is another 30 by 30 room, I guess. No, 30 by 20. And there's a secret door in front of me. I'm currently facing west. That checks out. 2, 3. Yeah, okay. That's where I came in. This is where I'm going out. Okay, so this is... Got it. That connects over here. Got it. Okay. Right. So just to my left is where I teleported in a couple minutes ago. So that scopes out everything that I know on this level. So so Desparrow, you were cluing me into the fact that that teleporter with the rocks is the only way out of here, is what I'm going to deduce. So I'm going to go back. And do that thing. And thank you for that clue. So much better. I should have done that. I should have done that the first night. Okay, so let's try this. So, throwing the rock. I've done this before, but where does that connect up? I guess that connects up here, I think. Move on, right? Move on is going through it. So I'm going to go to a new piece of graph paper, because I think this sends me to a fairly large complex. Which I think is this, but I have no idea how to do this. So I'm going to call that teleporter 4. Now I don't know where T3... T3 sent me here, right? T3 sent me here. I call that teleporter 4. And I'm currently facing east. East and... Right, this is the one where there's 2 pieces that I have to sync up. That's what happened. So I'm trying to make sense of this mess from previously. as I step, I think back into this place, and I have no idea where it's like right in the middle. I guess that doesn't make sense because I'm on the east wall. So here, so I'm basically in a corner. If I turn to my left, I'm in a dead end. Is that right? Nope, that's not right. Okay. I have no idea where that is then. Anyway, it's teleporter 4 coming in here. Interesting. Oh, is this the entry? Is this the first? This is the very entry to the pyramid, is that right? That's what this feels like. Right, this is the part that was all stucco. So if I go a couple steps this way, I'm going to be out of the pyramid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's good. So I'm not going to go out of this. I'm pretty sure that just takes me outside, I think. It's good to know. All right. Getting this formally paced off. And these are, I know these are teleporters in here. Probably have two destinations each. So there's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. And I think that takes me outside also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What a weird setup. Okay, don't worry about that. All right, so I think what I've been doing, let me just make sure this stuff matches up the way that I think. So I think I've been going through here and then throwing a rock is what I've been doing. I don't know how I should orient this because I come in facing south. Weird. This is definitely an old school graph paper challenge is what this is. All right, so throwing a rock and then moving on. So I'm trying to sync up to some other place. Does this put me on that level that I just started out the stream on? Facing west. I feel like I'm about to just figure out where I am on that initial level. Man, there's a lot of places like that. So if I run into a stucco wall, then I'll be able to orient myself, I think. Let's go north. Yeah, okay, right. Okay, all right. Got it. Got it. Okay, got it. Yeah. So I want to know, so I want to figure out where this, so I can't, right this second, I can't figure out exactly what space that just sent me to. Okay, a secret door to the west. A secret door to the west, which would be here. It would be here. So that just sent me... Here, got it. Okay, got it. Okay. T5 pretends you there. Great, okay, great. Okay, so I know where that hooks up. That's nifty. All right, so I'm just going to get out of this level. So obviously we know where we are now. That's nifty. So here. I think. Is that right? Just go forward like this, and then the secret door's here? Yeah. Okay. So there's no rock throwing option. So now I'm back on this level. So to me, I'm actually not sure what's level 1 and what's level 2 or anything like that. So I'm still discovering that stuff. So now I'm back here where there's wandering monsters potentially. Now, I already scouted out to my south. The way that I'm facing here, there's just a dead end. It kind of corkscrews around to a long degree and just there's a dead end. So I'm not going to go south. That's why I'm focused on going east. Let's try that again. Okay, so to my left is the teleporter. That space right there is where I teleported out of here. Yep, exactly, right? I agree. Okay, so avoiding that. Going east. Ah, crap. See, this is the one I really didn't want to deal with. Vicious looking Driders. Now I'm happy to parlay. And I also have to keep in mind what my spell loadout is too. Parlay? Talk? Chat? I mean, I've killed everybody. No, okay. I mean, if I can possibly convince you of what a bad idea it is fighting me. But no. So, are these guys poisonous? You know, vicious is a hard word to spell. I see that vicious happens a lot. Like, and it's very easy to write vicious as viscous by mistake. Totally breaking the protocol by looking up the. They must be in Monster Manual 2, I guess. Is that right? Where's my Monster Manual 2? Man, there's a lot of demons and devils and dinosaurs in these early books. I'm spending a lot of time. Demons, devils, dragons, dinosaurs. There we go. Okay. Spells and paralyzation. Okay. Cross between a giant spider and a drow. Da, 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 da. Bunch of spells. I don't like that. Mostly. Female Driders have clerical abilities, like a 6th or 7th level cleric. Male Driders have magic abilities of 6th, 7th, or 8th level magic user. Dancing lights, levitate, dispel magic, suggestion. Right, those bitten must save versus poison or be paralyzed for 1 to 2 turns. Okay, so it's not a death poison. Yeah. Oh, okay, good. Thank you. They're all male. They're all magic users. So, yeah, I don't like the spells. Do I just have to drop another stinking cloud on these guys? Is that what I have to do? It's such a good position. I mean, obviously there's one good space for a stinking cloud, so it's such a good position. I think I want to do that. But obviously Hearten can't do that, so... Ah, fuck balls. All right, and here's Griffith. Now, Griffith has... Right, he's a cleric, so hold person isn't going to work. So I'll just beat this guy about the head and shoulders. Oh, man. Oh, there's 3 of them. Shit. God, what was that? Was that... I gotta say, I didn't see any damage-causing spells on their list. That was nasty. Oh, I see. So you just a normal loadout for a magic user plus these other things. That's what it is. So maybe magic missile, maybe like a high level magic missile. Yeah. Okay. Does she have a... She does not have a stinking cloud. Yeah, got it. So I'm about to, when I get a chance, I'm gonna drop a stinking cloud on these guys. So I don't think I want to use other spells like enlarge, because I'm just gonna wait. There's 3 of them, right? Let me just see over here. So I can drop one here, and then I still have to fight this guy. 36 hit points. What if I cast Enlarge on Hearten? That seems interesting. Oh, for Pete's sake. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay, so now Nirjarina, does she have a... She has a stinking cloud? Yes. Okay. So can I... 1, 2, 3. That'll work. This works. Here, cast ye old stinking cloud. 1, 2, 3, right there. Nice. That is what you want. Yeah, I totally agree. That's the plan. So I'm going to knock off this guy first. Good point there. Ah, crap. Ooh, that's nasty. Oh no. Does that even make sense? Is that what the hell was that? Was that a normal sleep spell? Damn. Okay, I think I can do this. That made this more dicey. Yeah, right? I mean, I thought I would be too high level. I mean, they're 5th level. They're 5th level, and they slept 2 of them. Super weird. Okay, so at least I did some damage to him. So, like you just said, is not going to be able to cast. Okay, this is doable. Harden's got 15 hit points. Go for it, buddy. Nice! Thank you, Enlarge. That's good. Oh, that's very good. Ah, God damn it. That's scary. Okay, only 3 hit points. We can do this. Sweet. I don't feel... I mean, I feel like that's like scaling to the hit die type is not part of the rules normally. So that'd be very strange if that was the case. I wonder what the hell that was. Anywho, we survived. That's the important thing. Some pretty good experience there. Well, that's interesting. So this... Yeah. 1 shield? So I'll take the stuff that's unique. I don't know if I'm crazy about that. And then take some... What's the money? Oh, 9 gems. Hell yes. Share it. Leave the bows. Okay, yep, I'm hip to that. That makes sense. I'm going to camp and save my B game here. All right, back to exploration mode, which is here, right? Okay. So I just stepped here, I guess. I think, yeah, I just stepped here. Okay, great. Facing east. Let's try this. Okay, and there's the exterior to my left, which I like. Ick. Here and a hatch and a thing. It definitely says, Lore Pseudo, it definitely says in the monster manual I just looked up, it definitely says there that there's a distinction between male and female. I feel like, yeah, I think if you look at, God, I'm using this word, yeah, ironically, lore. I think if you look at the lore of the original Drow modules, you know, you have most males are mostly fighters and females are mostly clerics. And Lolth is willing to test both of them. So anyone that fails becomes a Drider, I think is the story. Is there a dead end to my right here? No. Okay, that comes out here. Let me just finish this off. Okay, so I'm going to go, whoops. Okay, so there's the north wall, and if I go to the left about 4 spaces, there's going to be a dead end or a teleporter. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That checks out. Oops. So I'm looking this way. Okay, so if I go forward south, I'm at places I haven't been yet. Interesting. There's a lot. Oh, interesting. Kobolds. Kobolds. I actually feel that I have seen. I actually do feel that I've seen a female Drider at some point. Where? I guess I probably can't. I mean, was that in the? It would have to be in the original Q1, right? The module Q1 is where they showed up. Okay, so I'm right here. Anyway, all right, fight with kobolds. And that I didn't expect. I'm not even sure I'm carrying any sleep spells. I'm going to wait. I'm going to parlay. Wow, everybody's very bloodthirsty here. That can't be it. What? Now, what? 3 kobolds? I was just fighting 3 poisonous demigod servants, and before that I was fighting 3 7th level fighters with 50 hit points, and now they're going to throw 3 kobolds at me? What the ding-dong is that? That's, you know, good for them. Good for them. Not non-predictable balance. High variation. I respect that. Yeah, I agree with what Disparrow just said there. Oops. And I forget to pack out my melee again, like I always do. Okay, now my traditional mistake here was I'd want Rollin to step to the right to backstab, and then he would take an attack of opportunity. So for once, I'm gonna not do that. You know, I'm not shaming the kobolds. I'm just surprised. What? What the hell just happened? I literally didn't just see. I just literally did not see what just happened. Did the kobold just take him out? Am I hallucinating? Okay, now I'm really not shaming the kobolds. Now that's really scary. Oh, see, I almost said that out loud, I just assumed get out of the fight and the paralysis is off. Wow. Boy, a lot of my instincts here are just not right. Wow. Huh. Wow, that hurt. I hope he's not dead. But Harden's up. I mean, Harden was paralyzed. Oh, God. Actually, I think he's still enlarged. Okay, so yes, continue the battle so that I can bandage him. Yes. Yeah. Good point. Should I pronounce your handle General Plastro or is it Gen Plastro? What should I or something else? General Plastro, is that what I should say? Oops. Let me Okay, so I'm gonna try to be clear. So I'm gonna cast healing on Griffith, try to get him up again so he can get experience. I think is how this works, as I've been told. General Plastro. Oh, great, awesome, thank you. Good to see you tonight. Okay, now I'm gonna quit. I think I'm okay now. Don't continue the battle. Well, okay, of course it's kobold experience, which is nothing. But good to be in the habit. You know what? I actually will take this. I actually think I need that. Bizarrely. All right. In camp, save it as my B game. Yeah, right. Not having a mouse was weird to begin with. Now that's super old school. Before you had mouse support. Totally. Okay. I feel like there was something about healing them before the fight was over that was important at some point. Cool. Got 7 hit points. So who's... Now, Maelwyn I've been having... So she's in the back row, so I've been having her walk around with a short bow out all the time. Maybe there was a version for another platform that had a mouse? That's it. It's the pick up the loot. That's it. Fascinating. The Amiga version had mouse support. I didn't know that either. Fascinating. Transferring saves in that version requires arcane old PC knowledge. It requires ancient lore. A Wiener. Okay, great. All right, well, I found the one version that doesn't have mouse support. Nice. Harton's got 1876 strength rate this second. That's nifty. Let me see. I want to view items. Split this. Why can I not split this up? Is my gear interface full? Is that the deal? I'm going to trade this over to Maelwyn, who's doing most of the shooting recently. All right, so Griffith definitely needs assistance. So do this on himself. Oh God! Every time I start casting cures, the first spell is 1 hit point. I'm so upset. And then there's 2.
Here, have some triangle numbers. Boy, I don't have many spells left. God damn it. This actually is a triangle number progression. So now I'm going to get 4 hit points. Is that the deal? Get 6. Okay, so he's 8 hit points down. Cadell's down by 4 and Harton's down by 8. I don't know whether I want to spread it around more or if I want to have Griffith at the front more healed up. I guess I'm going to spread it around. Okay. So if I need more healing... Now I actually do know how to get out now. Because I know how to use the teleporter here to get back to the first level and get out. So actually I can go and rest up if I need to. I'm gonna push forward a little bit. If I get... So I have offensive magic. I guess I'm basically out of curing magic. So if I get too beat up, next time I'm gonna hightail it out of here. But I'm gonna push forward a little bit with my offensive equipment. I probably push forward too often, but so I think I'm facing south right now. Yeah. Have I saved recently? I'm going to do it again. I rearmed, I cured, and I searched. But it's wandering monsters, so there's no point in searching, really. I'll take a look. Okay. All right, so go forward to 1 step. Ick. Oh my god, it's so complicated. Opens up over here, and there's a corridor that way. Let me see what's to my right. Oh my goodness. Kind of a weird open space here. Now, unfortunately, I'm about to smash into my prior mapping that I thought I was safely separate on. Let's see what's to my right. Okay, so just to my right now is where the teleporter is, actually. One, two. This is good. So there's the south end of the pyramid. That's good. We like that. We like finding boundaries. You know, if I had my druthers, you know, I like to walk around the exterior of a dungeon level if I can, just to see where the exterior is, and then I can fill in the middle after that. I mean, that would make sense. Like if you were outside a structure, obviously you want to walk around the outside before you get inside it. And I've lost count. What have I... Was I just take 1 step? Okay. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Great. Okay, and then I'm going to hook back up in that little 20-foot room I was just in. That's good. Okay. So there might be... Okay, so I've got a little interior space over here. This can't be more than 20 by 30 over here. I'm going to... Okay, there's a dead end. I'm going to step into that in a second. I'm not going to do that right now. So just make sure that this hooks up like we expect. Good. Because that might be a teleporter in there. Whoops. Ah, crap. You see a group of emaciated elves. All right, you want a piece of this? All right, so usually immune to charms and sleeps. I think I might have one charm person left, so don't blow that. They smile at you. Great, let's have a chat. Let's have a chat and let me explain the large amount of things that I've massacred on my way through this pyramid, and you really don't want to get in front of me. God damn it. Oh God, Diane, they're named? What? They're, oh my God. Oh God. Yeah. Are they, was I right? They're both named Diane? Is that what I just saw? God, 10 points. What have I got here? Yes. Oh, great. Of course, I have things left that elves are 90% immune to, or whatever it is. Of course, we've seen previously an elf on elf fight where they fell victim to the charm every single time it was cast. You know what else? You know, okay, I got magic coming at me. What do I have for scrolly type stuff? Fireball, haste, hold person. They're not immune to that, I don't think. Just charms and sleeps, I think. Blink, Raven Feelment, slow, fireball, detect invisibility, reduce, more Raven Feelment. None of that seems super helpful. Hold person? Do elves have resistance to that here? Before I blow this. Man, if I had a player at my table doing what I'm doing right now, I'd be so peeved. I'd be so peeved. But man, this is tense. It's sleep and charm, right? That's not hold. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna pull out. I really don't want to get blasted by any more magic, so I'm gonna pull out the scroll and use hold person. So General Plasto, this is great question. This is Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. So this is first edition advanced, and we do have separate races and classes. So you can have elf fighters and elf magic users and elf thieves, and they're all different things. I guess this is a point of debate, right? Original D&D, the very first D&D did have that distinction. So even the very earliest 1974 D&D, you had elves, and you did have to track your experience separately and consult both the fighter and the magic user experience table. And the races class actually didn't come until later. That was a simplification in 1980 basic D&D actually, but the earliest D&D always had that distinction, including here. Let's see. So I'm not entirely sure how far hold person goes. Just take a step closer. That's got to be fine. Now I'm going to go over here, switch from. Oh, that's weird. I didn't even realize I had that arm, but I'm going to switch out of here. Grab the first scroll. Yes, grab the first scroll. Use that. Cast hold person. I think I can catch all three of them. If I don't accidentally paralyze myself. You. Do that every single time. And you, yeah, they're all named Diane. That's what? Super. That's very strange. Oh no, was that last one out of range? Oh crap. Oh, I can do 4? What do I do with the 4th hold? Just confirm I've got all these. Do I hit exit? Is that what I do? Exit? Exit? I hope. Okay, good. Got it. Okay, thank you. Great. Well, that's what you want. You know what? I'm going to save arrows here. I'm about to kill a whole bunch of Dianes. Okay, so that basically cost me 1 hold person on a scroll. I feel like that's a fairly good payoff. Ick. Copper. All right. Do I dare push forward anymore? So the guys up front are down by just about half. They're down by 13 or 14. Harton's only down by 1. Do I have any more? I'd have no more healing, right? Totally out. Boy, I gotta admit, with these early games, I do wish that there were healing spells at 2nd and 3rd level. You have to hit the 4th spell level before you get any more healing spells, which is kind of awkward. I think I gotta rest up. A little frustrating. I'm really close to a teleporter, so why not? Facing north. Right, and there's a possibility I'm going to run into more wandering monsters as I do this, so better play it safe. Okay, so here's the teleporter right in front of me. So that I've got marked as T2, and T2 sends me over here. Now I feel, do you think, so this level here, I've been here a lot. I feel like there's no wanderers here, so I think I can probably just encamp right here, probably. I'm gonna try that. Can I encamp right here? I'm just gonna check it by just resting for a day before I do anything weird. Seems like yes. That's good. Interesting. I had a feeling, God, I really have this sense memory that I've seen both genders of Drider. We're full up. Okay, okay, so clearly 2 stinking clouds. That's been just super nice. Everybody always agrees with that. And I guess I like 1 charm and 1 sleep. Sleep doing a lot of good. Well, I don't know what's gonna come. I'm gonna cover my bases. So. Yeah, I agree. That's all tied into the priestess. The priests are all female originally. 1, 2, 3, 4. I cast a charm, right? Okay, so then I can rest. Let me just get my spells all back. And what I've been doing is I've been kind of cheesing this, is just resting up where it's safe, even if it takes like weeks of time. So hopefully nobody is too offended by that. Let me see. So Cadell needs to rest for just about 2 weeks. 13 days. So just throw that into the hopper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You know, while this is happening, I'm actually going to pull up my digital copy of the original Lulth adventure. While my hit points are compiling currently. That Dave Sutherland basically is responsible for that module, basically. Yeah, it is male in there. So it does, the initial write-up for Drider certainly says you've got females and males, just like that. But the illustration is male. Where did I ever see that? Does the super module have different art? Well, that's one piece of different art. I'm just scanning through the super module. I guess it's about half and half. I guess there's some stuff. There's a lot of stuff that just copied from the original modules, and then a couple of new pieces. I'm pretty sure there's no pictures of Driders in the super module. Okay, so I guess I'm all healed up. Good. Good. Save it. Saving it as B all night. Okay, great. That was nifty. Okay, so I definitely know I can rest up here when I need to. So to go back, I go forward through a secret door. Through this secret door. Well, this isn't too bad. You know what? Having a map is really nice. Having a map of a possibly confusing layout area, that makes a big difference. You know, I kind of, you know, just browsing through the super module, I actually don't mind the new art. I'm not sure who did it, but it's actually, that particular example, didn't mind it. I feel like the same, I feel like it might have been the style of the guy that did Planescape. I can't remember their name now. I'm just guessing. I'm almost surely wrong about that. Okay, so throw a rock. And that sends me to T4, which is the start, right? Now I'm back at the entryway. And immediately to my right, there's the teleporter that can send me to T5. Yeah, I agree with Laura Pseudo there. The collect that, you know, when they came out with the collection of the B modules, I was excited by that. I got it, and it was not good. The thing that I really hate, right? The B module, right? Because B1 had a 2-level dungeon. You know, in Search of the Unknown had a 2-level dungeon. Had all this elaborate, like it might be the most elaborate setting filler. Right, that's the one that's got all the magical pools and the magical wizard room and all kinds of interesting flavor. It's just that the DM is supposed to put the monsters and the treasures in, and that B super module just deleted all of it. Just deleted all of it. It just like it said, here's the 2 maps, and you fill in everything. And wow, that was such a surprisingly bad decision. I have the B super module, but I never use it because that B1 alone just was like, what? Or why would you do that? So I just got sent to T5, which is here, facing west. So turn around. That's clever. They aim you in the wrong direction. That when they teleport you there, they aim you opposite where you want to go. That's clever. Yeah, right. A travesty. I agree with that, right? Yeah, maybe Bill Willingham. Man, I love his stuff in the expert rules, of course. And it's funny because, of course, he was a super successful comic book artist later on. And I'm sure that most people don't even know that Bill Willingham did D&D art. And I think he switched to being an author as people tend to do as they get older. So now I'm here. T1 place. Okay, great. So back to where I was before. Go to my left a step and then go here. And go right and go here. Okay, so right here is where I was fighting the Dryers. So there's that dead end spot. So that I'm like, that could be monsters, that could be a teleporter. So let's kind of, I'm glad that I'm fully healed up before I do this. Eh. Okay, I was worried about nothing. Good. Better than the alternative. So let's go back out to the 20-foot square room. Go through this door on my right. Here. Okay, and unfortunately with my poor planning, I'm about to smash into previous mapping. George Barr on the cover, interesting. Well, what should I do having smashed into this? What should I do? You know what? I tell you what, I'm just gonna erase the prior piece of drawing because I've been there a million times on that second level or whatever. I can totally find my way around without the map, so I'm just gonna erase that. Not get too confused. Okay, so there's this, and then here, and I guess I'm gonna. I'm seeing the end of the east wall. Great. Great. That's the south extremity. Okay, so if I go right, this has to be a dead end. What? I'm off by 1 square, so I shouldn't get too upset about that, but oh God. Right, yes, right. Thank you guys, Parkinson, right. Okay, large insects with rusty red feathers. Large insects with rusty, what the hell is that? Oh, sturges? Is that what it is? Sturges? Now that's obviously something I can't communicate with, even if like everybody else is already a bunch of murderous assholes. So I'm just gonna combat, maybe I can surprise them. I'm guessing sturges, right? Oh, fuck. Yarg. Okay. It's interesting. Like, I actually didn't think they would be called insects. That kind of confused me. Like, if I was describing sturges, I wouldn't call them that. I would call them, like, bat-like things with pokey noses. So, fortunately, I do have a sleep spell. So when it comes around to near Jerini, I'm planning on using the sleep spell. Let me... I'm gonna hold my position. Start shooting these things. So that'll give me a couple rounds before they make contact with me, I think. Nice. Oh, they're really fast. Oh no. Oh man. It's kind of funny that the ones in back are blocked because, of course, that doesn't really make sense with these bat-like things flying in the air. Okay, and of course, I mean, so customarily Sturge hits you and then they sit on you and keep sucking blood. So I really want these things off my guys. Yeah, right. It's not what the monster manual says. It doesn't say they're insects. So let's try to help. Good. Should I? Are they one hit die or are they less? Am I able to sweep these things? Dropped a book there. I'm guessing. I think they're one full hit die. They might actually be 1+1. They're not less than a hit die. Yep, 1+1. There you go. Okay, so sweeps are not a thing I have to worry about. Geez, every single one. They have like a huge hit bonus, right? They have like a +4 to hit, even though they're one hit die. Damn it. Okay. So. All right, so of course the most I'm going to get with a sleep spell is 6. I could get 6 here. I could get 4 here. So I'll get the 6. I don't think they did. I don't think they did show a picture of the Sturges, actually. Did they? Unless I missed it myself. Oh, I also have sleep here, but is that excessive? So again, I could get 4. There. Jeez, I only hit 3 of them? That sucks. Jeez, okay. I only hit 3 of them. I'm in a bad position, too. I could get these 4 with a sleep spell. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I did, right. I did hit combat. I did jump on them, hoping to surprise them. Jeez, I feel like I don't really have a great... Sleep spell to get 4 of them. You know, when else am I going to use a sleep spell in here? Do you already know that the Sturge illustration is super impressive? Okay. Damn it. I just I think 1 to 3, I think, as it sucks blood. How about How about we start using the Wand of Magic Missiles? Seems appropriate here. Use? Is that what I do? Now, unfortunately, we would like to be able to split the missiles up between multiple targets, but based on prior experience, it doesn't let you do that. That seems okay. I wish is there any way to mark, does it mark who's stuck on who? I don't see that. Now, one thing I'm noticing is that people that have Sturges stuck on them seem to not be allowed to move. So once you're attached to something, apparently that locks down your movement. Yeah, poor Cadell. I think a Stinking Cloud is too much. Yeah, I had the exact same thought to Sparrow. It's not really overkill. Like 8 versus 5 hit points is not really that bad. Yep. Right. Good. Nice. Okay, that one I have to get rid of. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I guess maybe I should have done that. Aim, move, get rid of this. Damn it. Good old Sturges. You know, my last major D&D campaign, I had like the initial dungeon had a room full of Sturges, like a lot of them, and I had Max playing in it. Our friend Max, who is on Tended Rats on the channel sometimes, and at the time, at least, I was if somebody died, I let them actually make up a new character, like on the fly while the fight was still running, and actually have them, run into the scene if they could make a character fast enough. And so my players actually got pretty practice at very quickly making up a new character to get back in the fight. And so Max lost 3 characters in the one fight. So he came in, he got sucked dry by Sturges, in comes a second one, immediately gets sucked dry again, and then comes in with a third one. Thanks to the Sturges. I really want this guy to be gone. That was overkill. Oh, Mailwin's doing great tonight. Oh, good one. Okay, so I got a little breathing room now. That's nice. Let me just see what the situation is. Right, I got all these guys. Right, all these guys are asleep. I don't know if sturges run away. I don't know if like I mean trolls run away at some point. So if I can just run up there and hack those guys down, maybe the rest of them will take off perhaps. I've clearly won this fight. This one I like almost any one of my characters could finish this at this point. Got it. Use, you know, this is what the magic quarterstaff is for. Or really just any point or even blunt stick. Any pointy or blunted stick will do fine in a situation like that. Or a chair or a broken mug. It's all good. Was it like, I mean, one of the editions, like, was it second or third edition where the art for Sturges really did look like an insect? Like they really leaned into that later on, which I didn't like. Okay, so are those guys gonna fly away at this point? Doesn't look it. Nergerini is full health, so I feel like... Cute little buggers. No. No, kill it with fire. I could do that. I mean, I could pull out my scroll of fireball. I could use that right now. That would be a good way to finish this fight. You know, I'm gonna not get too separated. I'm gonna have all my guys kind of close together. I guess Maelwyn must be slowed down with all the arrows that I handed her. Got it. I think I'm thinking of that second edition art, I believe. How about you come over here and give me a free attack with my guard action? How about you do that? She's really slow. There we go. Nice. Man, Nergerini is just like... She's definitely the team captain. Yeah. How about my wizard just... How about in this fight, my wizard not cast any spells? Whammo! Sweet. Okay, I gotta kill every single one of these guys. Cool. All right. Cool. And right, there's no... Now that's no treasure. There is no treasure at all there. Okay, let me do this and save to the B game. Okay, so back to exploration mode. Let's see if I can find something interesting here before I have to sign off on the stream tonight. And right, I'm back in the 20 by 20 foot room. Why did I do that? Why did I come back? Now I don't remember why I came back here. I'm facing south. I don't remember why I did that. Oh, because this doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to figure out why that doesn't make any sense. So 2 steps this way. And then okay, so there's 1 square, 2 squares, 3 squares. And there's 1 square, 2 square, 3 squares. Why did I see, okay. Let me just reconfirm that. So you come through this portal there. And the thing is that there's 2 steps. That was my mistake. Okay, great. Okay, so going further this way. Now I'm weirded out by a corner that's all stucco. Hey Marcelo, good to see you. And I couldn't sympathize more. So us late owls. Facing north now. Right, got it. Us night owls have to stick together. I'm glad you managed to knock off after midnight. So here, that's okay. I see. Okay, so I get okay. So that okay. So so where I am right here. Can I? Right. So this corner has another cutout. Is that visible there? There it is. So that's why this stucco is in this zigzag, because there's apparently another cutout in the pyramid right here. Which is not the same place as the other level. Okay. I'm trying to make too much sense out of this. So going north here. Dead end here. Is that a teleporter? Wandering monsters? Nope. Here. Here. Gotta turn right. 1, 2. You find the corpse of a man. The body has been stripped of weapons and armor, as well as other useful gear. Body. And I feel every bit of that, Marcelo. I'm right there with you. So let me do a look job. Maybe there's some secret paper or something like that. That man encountered a group of adventurers. Apparently he was a hobo, I guess. No, I guess that'd be the other way around. Oh, really? Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. That makes sense. Okay, yeah. I mean, I would have no way of knowing that that's the same level. What? You find a book under the body. It is the Journal of Tyrmor. It is fascinating, and you include much of its information in your journal as entry 26. Well, that's what I was hoping for. Let's go see what that is. That's... Wow, they're really giving a hard sell on that. they're like, no, this is fascinating. I've never seen anything that did a hard sell like that. 26. Journal entry 26, a small bound book. I have charted this maze as closely as I can. My way is blocked by both stone and mystic death traps. Yarash must have used his magic to escape this place. I can find no other way out. And so there's a little sketchy map here. Pretty darn similar to what I've been drawing here. Yeah, okay, right. I see that. All right, so there's the entryway, right? That's been between. I see. Yeah, okay, sorry. So basically, I've been making these two rectangles here, and the map that I'm looking at right now has them on the same level and the entryway corridor in between them. Probably I've got these reversed. Probably should have had them like this, maybe. Something like that. Okay, great. And a whole bunch of secret doors. All right, and there's the one dead square. I can see that here, so that syncs up. And there's a bunch of skulls. Is that the teleporters? Yeah. There's other little skulls or light bulbs. I'm not entirely right. Great. Okay, so that totally syncs up with stuff I've mapped out. Great. And it goes on. Yarash has been breeding creatures for increased ferocity. Most of his experiments fail. Few live long enough to mature. None that mature have yet bred true. The bodies of his failures are often used as food for his newer creations. Oh, that's nasty. I do not know what Yarash intends to do when he completes his hideous experiments, but I must assume that he will turn his abominations loose on the world. To these creatures, Yarash will be their creator, perhaps even their god. The idea of Yarash as a god to anyone sickens me. I must find a way to stop him. That seems like solid goal setting. Seems like there's this whole other level that is not part of this setup. So is there anything? So it seems to not explain why the pyramid's constructed. We're all sickened. Yeah, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick and tired. So I feel like there isn't that much left of this level. Can I finish mapping this level out actually? So it's not, okay, I'm just looking here. So it's not that. It's oriented like this. Now, interestingly, whoever had the journal, his body is on the map. So, does that make sense? Somehow the guy keeping the journal marked out his own body dead in the place where his body is. How does that work? That's some kind of like memento scale weirdness. How the hell would you have a journal showing where your own dead body was? That tickles me to death. That's really funny. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for marking out where you died at. that's true commitment. I guess maybe he hit this. I don't know. Maybe he got stabbed. He's like, oh, must complete the map. Must collect them all. Okay, now fortunately, the place that I'm about to walk into has these turns into these dotted sketchy lines that he didn't finish. So let me. Okay, yeah, all right. He was starving to death, dehydrating. It was like maybe it was like a 72 hours type situation. He got stuck here. Whatever that name of that story movie book is. Like a rock fell on his arm. He had his free arm. He was sketching out the rest of the map. So what do I face? I'm facing west now. I'm gonna go north. That was pretty fascinating. It was amusing, if nothing else. Okay, so I feel like I just have one corner of this here. I'm gonna fill in this, I guess. I feel like that's pretty good for tonight. Go here to the edge. Dead end, you say? Dead end there. Okay. Oh, thank you, Aviner. Yeah. Maybe I have exhausted the wandering monsters. You know, that's a good question, Marcel. I feel like depends on the dungeon design. I feel like normally not. I feel like the original adventures don't say that. But you know what I'm thinking of is I feel like the first one that I saw was L1 Bone Hill, Secret of Bone Hill. Does actually have a limited roster of wandering monsters, and you're supposed to cross them out as they get used, and that's the first adventure I ever saw that did use that idea, which makes sense. I don't mind that. Slightly more record keeping, but I'm kind of hoping not to have more teleporters because I really want to finish this. Oh, I see. There, he doesn't have them oriented properly. I see. I thought it was me. You know, a lot of us like the L1 module, and in fact, I think it's my co-host Paul's favorite module of all time. He uses and reuses Bone Hill and kind of remixes it and remasters it. By Len Lakovka. It is a nice, enticing adventure. Now the later ones, I feel like just last week we were in our after chat we were talking about the follow-up L2, what the Assassin's Knot, and that does not work nearly as well because you're trying to do a murder mystery in D&D, and that doesn't work nearly as well. Okay, so that actually is the end of this corner. Now there was the I guess that's it. I feel like I've completely depleted this this level. You know what? I'm going to test this. L1's nice. L1 really is nice. I can be highly critical of some adventures, and I don't mind that. I'm just going to try in camping here just to see if I can do it. Looks like no. You are surprised by some large bullheaded men. I do have a copy of L3, and that was, I can't remember, Deep Dwarven Delve, I think, and that was supposedly some rediscovered module. It was printed like 20 years later or 10 years later. in the silver anniversary box set, which I actually did get. I haven't at higher level. I think there's like a demon at the end of it, if I recall correctly. Spoilers. I haven't looked at it deeply enough, but I feel like it's an actual dungeon crawl, so at least it has a structural strength that L2 does not have. I do actually have a paper cut. It's funny because at the time, right, it's got this branding on it saying this is the last first edition adventure that'll ever be published. Alrighty. Talk, chat. I mean, look, I seriously have massacred every... God damn it. Is it really L3? I thought it was like around 7th level or something. Anyway, my memory's bad on that one. Don't trust that. So Minotaurs, they're 5 hit dice, I think. 3 to 6. Okay, okay, good enough. Have a stinking cloud. This might be slightly overkill, but I know that I can get to a place where I can rest up now. That I know that, so I can pack out my my spells a little bit more liberally. You know what? I'm just going to delay. Oh, damn it. All right, so Near Journey is just going to go on a rampage with the quarterstaff and just going to murder all kinds of stuff. Are you sure it was exactly 0? So I don't need to bandage him, is what we're saying. My Melwin is so slow at the moment. Good question, Lord Pseudo. You know what? I should look up. Boy, I'm really busy at the moment, which is great with all kinds of super stuff happening. I probably shouldn't do this. I'm actually looking right this second. I'm looking at Paul's email from earlier in the day because Paul went to Carnage Con, I think is what it's called. It used to be Carnage on the Mountain this weekend. So we were just checking in for the first time. Okay. So possible things that we were talking about. 1, playing with strangers, maybe. 2, how the physical space affects your game. So obviously Paul is playing in a different location than he's used to, and I guess that changed some stuff about what the games he was running. And dealing with absent players. What do you do when players in your party are absent? I don't know if any of those things sound interesting to you. So that's what we're currently have on the whiteboard, on the Wandering DM's whiteboard for this Sunday. Yeah, okay. So there's no option there to bandage him, so I guess that's it. Quit for Melwin. Once again here. Well, that's a good question, Laura Suda. So when we were both in the video game industry, and so we were hired at a company in Boston called Genetic Anomalies, and we were doing digital collectible card games, like Magic the Gathering. And at the time, we actually pitched to Wizards of the Coast a digital that we could make a digital version of Magic the Gathering before that existed, and we came in second. So the other company got the job. We came in second, and you know what? If you go and look at the archive when we had Peter Adkison on the show, I think good-naturedly I actually I actually put that question to Peter Adkison of why did you not hire us to make Magic the Gathering online? And I think I made him a little bit uncomfortable. I meant it kind of jokey, but I think I made Peter slightly uncomfortable when I pressed him of like, why didn't you hire me and Paul? So you can go back and see our really nice guy, actually, Peter Adkison. So glad we had him on. I think it was last year, right before Gen Con, I think. So I have one more Minotaur I got to deal with here. So that is where Paul and I met. And you know, it's funny. We had a lot of great friends that we continued to stay in touch with coming out of that company. For what it's worth, Genetic Anomalies was bought by because they started making a wrestling game. Oh, for Pete's sake! Started making a WWE wrestling game called With Authority at one point, and then it was bought by THQ to consolidate the WWE licensing situation. Which was a ways back at this point, you're right. Man, THQ was huge. When that went, I mean, I guess that went down the tubes about 10 years ago now, I think. But man, I was so surprised because at least when we were in the business, when I was in the business, now Paul still works in video games. He still does that. I moved on into to teaching. I've got Nirjarini right in the fight. How many hit points does this guy have? 26. I'm debating whether I should drop a stinking cloud on this guy. You know what? I'm gonna be loopy and not do this. I'm gonna hit this guy with I'm gonna hit this guy with the magic missiles. That's what I'm gonna do. Here's a magic missile. I think I can do this. Another one? Give me 2. Damn it, I really, boy, Griffith. Right, yeah, THQ Nordic was certainly a different company. I feel like they bought the license, if I recall correctly. I think this Nordic company really was separate, and when THQ went down, they bought the property so they could use the name, I think. I could be wrong about that. Boy. All right, now I'm just going to use the quarterstaff. And of course, god damn it. Okay, so he's hitting Cadell. That's okay. That's better than my wizard. Man, what's up with Nirjarini tonight? Wow, she's frightening. Good gravy. She's on a tear. You know what? I feel like at some point in the future, I'm going to cast Enlarge on Nirjarini just so she can really go to town. Kind of like Tensor the Wizard. Right, Rollins down. Anything interesting? Right, give that to Harton. Okay, so get Rollin back up. Boy, that was a miserable hit that he took. See what happens when you let wizards have good AC? All right, so let me just remind myself where I am. I'm here. I think I'm going to call that enough. So I think I'm going to right. So the point was we just learned that I cannot encamp. I mean, unless that was the last wandering monster, possibly. But I think I'm not going to test it. So I think I want to go encamp someplace that I know is safe and pack up again. So I think I'm going to log off from the stream tonight. So I'll just encamp so I can save this here. I'll call this my A game. I'm pretty confident I can get out, so I know I'm not lost totally. So that's good. So hopefully I mean, I don't know if there's any, now I'm not entirely sure whether there's anything actually useful in the pyramid. I'm assuming the entryway has more teleporters. So I guess I should, I guess I need to confirm that those don't go anywhere else. So I'll plan on healing up between now and next time, and I'll come back next Monday night as well do. And thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was a blast tonight. I kind of needed this, honestly. So thank you guys so much for hanging out and you know, bearing with me and my graph paper. You know what? I don't mind this. This is surprisingly mentally refreshing, honestly. So that was good for me. So we'll be back Sunday night for another Wandering DMs Sunday afternoon. God, so many shows. For another Wandering DM session like you're asking about. And we might, you know, we'll be talking about, I think, something from the convention, some observation that Paul has from that. And don't forget that Dan Cullen and I will be back on Thursday night for another Book of War episode. So we'll be back. He got so close last time. We were down to one figure on each side. It was such a nail biter. So I know there's a lot of people rooting for Dan Cullinan to get his first W on Book of War this Thursday. So check in at 8:30 Eastern time. We do that, and feel free to give advice to Dan on Thursday like you do with me tonight, which is super helpful. So thank you guys so much, and hope you have a good week. And I'll see you next time. Take care.